Oh yes, I love you too, stranger. Excellent. So, we have a great show for you here today. We're going to have a lot of fun. So the Wabba Jack is going to be put here. It's very solid, as is this cast. I can't wait to introduce you to each and every one of them here today. So, let's start off. This gentleman, you know, well, I know him from Fallout. He played Strong, another wonderful super mutant. He also is known as the voice of Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Schemmel! And now, ladies and gentlemen, also coming to the stage, you know her as your Penta, but you also know her as Scribe Halen from Fallout 3, Fallout 4. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John! As Moira Brown, and indestructible if you decide to nuke the place. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Aaron Carbo! And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is one of the video pirates. He is also the voice of Gob and other ghouls from Fallout 3. You know him as the voice of Radio Liberty. You know him as Mike Russell!
Check, 1, 2, 1. Please go to 11.
All right, now, as you can see, you guys have basically filled out these cards. Has anybody out there got their cards that they're filling out? If you have them, hold them up in the air. Someone will come by and they will collect them, and we will then take these and throw them out to each person. Now, whether or not they get the one you asked them to do, we don't know. Whether or not they're going to read the one that you want them to do, probably not. Occasionally we take one and throw it up over our shoulder. And that's the end of that. But we will still be doing these as a palate cleanser throughout the night. In fact, what I'd like to do is
It's funny you use the word palate cleanser. I like that.
palate cleanser. Palate cleanser. New, refreshing flavor. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to introduce everybody here. We're going to start with the gentleman on left who will tell you who he is.
Yes.
How do we know you, sir?
My name is Schemmel. You can know me as the voice of Goku the last 20 or so years. I also voiced King Kai, and I was in Fallout with Strong and a bunch of other games. And while I'm on the mic, may I please ask the mix engineer to give us more of the monitors, if it's possible, without feedback, because I'm not going to be able to hear my colleagues because I have hearing loss. And it's not bad enough where I can't voice act, but on stages it's hard. And I would appreciate that. Thank you. And yes, that's what I do. I do voices, and I'm here with Wes, and I'm excited because I love Fallout, but I also love. I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, and I played you many times. I played against you. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I love your work too, and it's cool, and I love that you are really into the milk of human kindness.
I milk of human kindness. Hope you find it.
That's the only thing that we need in this world right now. So, we also have I am Wes Johnson. You may know me as Sheagor, favorite Prince of Madness. You may know me as Lucian, the Giants of the Dark Brotherhood, dear child of sinners. Also, super mutants as well. We have this in common. So you've got Strong right here,
Fox right here.
So we may be having to do something, get a little steroid ready today, and do a little production. Now, Voice-A-Palooza is one of those interesting things where we take scripts, movie scripts, television scripts, songs, and we bring them to life in different character voices. We also have things in front of us, these cards that you have put together, and we can do them in a voice. None for Mike.
I have no idea what we're doing, but I'm going to do it, Wes.
It's going to be a train wreck. Let me tell you something. It's going to be a train wreck. We're going to do some of these movies. We're going to do some TV shows. We're going to build a video game from scratch. At the very end of this game, it's going to be improvised and made right here from your suggestions. Do not expect it to be good. So, we have a script. So here we go. An introduction. An introduction here to the young lady to my right. Please tell us who you are and what you've done.
Hi, I'm Jan Johns, and I am the voice on Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 76, and I'm currently on Mickey Mouse Funhouse as a couple characters, and a couple things on the Loud House, the Loud House movie. So, particularly dragons. Last year was the year of the dragon.
Awesome.
So, anyway, I'm very happy to be here, and nice to meet everybody.
Yay! So we say when Jan's saying hi, I can't talk over and say, hi, Jan. Hi, Jan. Oh, you sound lovely together. And now the young lady to her right. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Hi, I'm Karen Carbone.
Hi, Karen.
And I've been drinking, no. Sorry, she all right. No. I was on Fallout 3 with all of these lovely people, a bunch of other video games way not as cool as that. Did a bunch of voices on Fallout, done loads of audio books, enough to get you back and forth across the country many more times than you ever want to drive, and a lot of other cool, interesting voice work and acting work, and I'm happy to be here with everybody.
And finally, the lovely young lady sitting at the very end.
Hi, I'm Mike Rawson.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, everybody. I'm, like Wes told you, the voice of Gob the Ghoul, and in fact, almost all of the male ghouls on Fallout 3. And a couple other voices, Moriarty the bartender, and Dr. Sipko? I forget his name. He was a crazy guy. And then Fallout 4, I was the voice of Radio Freedom, and a couple other incidents.
I love that voice. I love that voice of Radio Freedom.
Oh, thank you.
When I played the game, it was a comforting.
Pretty easy too. They said we want an FMDJ-like voice. I said something like this, and they said perfect. And when I did Gob, they said, you know what? We want all the ghouls to sound like that. Good for you.
I love his Gob. You said Gob the Ghoul. It sounds like something that Tony Soprano would be, you know? Well, we're going to start off today with not just a regular, we do movies, we do television shows, but this I couldn't pass. There's a gentleman by the name of Keaton Patty, and he has a Twitter account. Oddly enough, it's under the hashtag of Keaton Patty. He writes for the New Yorker, for Marvel, The Onion, Comedy Central. But what he does is he writes these books called I Forced a Bot.
Okay.
He takes the entire story of something and he feeds all of the information about the characters, what their desires are, what their needs are, everything into this computer, and then he lets the AI write the story. So today, we are going to perform for you live on stage, probably for the first time ever. I'm guessing, and that's what I'm going to say, it's a fact, that this will be Batman as performed by this ensemble, the Voice-A-Palooza players, and it's going to be done from the AI. So I guess it's
So the AI, the script was written by an AI.
The script was written by an AI.
All right.
Now I'm going to pass this out here. You did play Batman once before, didn't you?
I did. So I played Batman in the Dark Knight Rises for iPad game, and I was asked when I did that game to do a Christian Bale voice match. So I will be doing my best Christian Bale Batman for this read. I think. I hope it will be humorous because I haven't seen this. Okay. Tell me who would like to play?
You can't even play on your phone.
You're going to play the Joker, James Johns as the Joker. I'm going to pass on. We have Alfred. Alfred. You guys get the battle for Alfred. We'll have to give somebody an extra role on the next one here. Who's going to be Alfred?
Would you like to be Alfred?
Pardon? Sure, yeah.
All right, we'll pass this
That's
down
what I thought he said.
for Alfred. And remember, there's a scene down here later that you were going to have to act out a moment. I got to keep. I gotta stop putting my hand on that button. You get to act out a moment at the end, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do the narrator on this one, okay? So here we go. This is Batman, as written by an AI bot. This is Batman. Interior, traditional Batcave. Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Bat computer. He's sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all times orphan.
This city is safe now. This is now a safe city. I have punched a penguin into prison.
Alfred, Batman's loyal battler, carries a tray of goth ham.
Eat a inner mattress wing.
An explosion explodes. The Joker and Two-Face enter the cave. Joker is a clown, but insane. Two-Face is a man, but attorney.
No! It is Two-Face and One-Face. They hate me for being a bat.
Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home.
It is just you and I, the Joker. Bat versus clown. Moral enemies.
I'm such a freak. Society is bad. You drink water, I drink anarchy.
I drink bats just like a bat would.
Batman looks around for his parents, but they are still dead. This makes him have anger.
I'm very upset.
He fires up that rocket. The Joker deflects it with his sick sense of humor. A clownly power.
I never followed a rule. That is my rule. Do you follow? I don't.
Alfred, give birth to Robin.
Alfred begins the process as it is his job. The Joker now has a present in his hand. He chuckles it over to Batman.
Happy birthday, Birdman!
It's Batman!
Batman opens the present since he's a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents. But is expired. This is a Joker joke. The end.
That's better than some comedy scripts I read.
That made me laugh out loud, Reggie, and I thought, I can't wait. We could have saved that for later, but you know what?
That's magnificent.
Had to do it right away.
I'm with you.
So, speaking of right away, let's cleanse the palate between these things. And Sean, go ahead and pull out a card. Pick the voice you would like to read it in and bring someone's words to life.
Let me see. There's so many weird ones here. There was one I found. Hang on. Okay, where is it? It was really good. It sounded like a personal note from someone who's lost in the audience. And it said, and I'm just making the voice of perhaps what this person sounds like, so I don't want to be offensive because I have no idea what they sound like. In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in. That's the best.
And not for you. If anybody want to raise their hand and tell us that
You sound like that.
I will read one. We're all going to read one here. This one, I'm gonna do this, and this is from a movie. I'm gonna read this in the voice of Hermaeus Nora.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Airplane, are you here today?
Okay, so this one I'm going to do as a little kid.
Cowabunga! Okay, well, Jan stole my idea, but in my books on tape, I do, say I say this one? I do a lot of little boys, which is so not the way to say that.
I'm on video using that phraseology once that you might want to check out. I'll tell you about it later. I'm kidding. I'm not. Yes, go ahead.
I voice a lot of young boys, I'll say that. So I'm going to join those.
All right.
Is that something pervy? I don't know.
No, I'll tell you after the show. It's a very funny joke. You're going to laugh your head off. I just couldn't repeat it here, but...
Are there any lawyers in the room?
Exactly. Any lawyers in the room?
All right, so here's one of my little boys. You know, dirty minds. And that's not what it said. Don't be scared. Have all the corn you want.
Is everybody on it?
Such a letdown.
I hope everybody's over 18.
Mike, what do you got there?
Well, this is a short line, and I have no idea if it's a line from somewhere, but looking at it, I think I'll do it in the voice of Yosemite Sam. If you were a table, I'd flip you.
All right, guys, we are now going to go to our next movie. I'll hand the scripts out to everybody here. Pass these on down. Lovely. Oh, there we go. This is a movie called Step Brothers. Oh. Step Brothers, you guys know the movie. It's a Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly film. Only the thing is, it's just so very masculine, so very male. So in this instance, we're going to make this Step Sisters.
Awesome.
And Brennan and Dale will now be played by Jan Johns and Karen Carbone. But guys, do you have any voices, any characters that you do that you'd like to do your character as? And who would you like to play? Do you want Dale or Brennan?
No. Wait, can you try? I mean, I don't know which one is which.
I don't know. Does anybody have any?
What do you guys want?
No,
We don't know.
Who plays Brennan? Jan plays Brennan. Jan plays Brennan. Okay, so that would mean you play Dale there. Fair enough. What voice would you like to do for this, Jan?
I don't know. Can I do Redeem?
She's
Okay. That's what you'd like to do. That's fine. And what about you, Karen?
Maybe I'll just bring back Moira.
Moira, yes, excellent. Now, we have the father, who is Robert, and we have the mother, who is Nancy. And I will go ahead and give those roles. Those will go to Sean and to Mike.
I want to play Nancy because I'm terrible at doing women's voices.
Excellent.
And I had to do them for an audiobook that I won an award for, surprisingly, because my women's voices are terrible.
Award-winning
women's voice. I don't know how because I'm terrible at it. But
So you're terrible at doing women?
I don't know how. I walked into that one.
We just got to turn around pretty quickly.
That's all right. That's probably true. I don't know. I'm not on the receiving end. No pun intended.
So you'll be doing, you want to do Nancy. Any particular voice you'd like to do?
I'm gonna do this girl because this is the voice I do terribly.
Excellent. All right, and Mike, who would you like to do the dad as?
Well, everybody seems to like Don Knotts, so...
So, okay, sounds perfect. I will do the stage directions here. You want to change your voice, Jan?
Yeah, I'm gonna change it to my old neighbor, Lori. That's her name.
She talks like this. She's real fun.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody knows her old neighbor, Lori?
I do know old neighbor Lori.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the interior dining room, and this is Stepsisters. Interior dining room, 20 minutes later. The whole family is seated for dinner. Dale and Brennan sit at opposite ends of the table.
So, Brennan, while you were talking about today, Dale told me he's really into Kung Fu. And I told him that you're really into Kung Fu as well.
I never believe in belts. I don't believe in belts. I once killed a Doberman Pinscher with my bare hands.
Well, that's not true, Dale. Don't be ridiculous. Now, Dale has pretty good head for business. He's hit a dry spell recently when it comes to your employment, which is why he's been staying with me for the past 5 to 10 years.
What have you been working on recently, Dale?
Well, I'm glad you asked because I manage a baseball. Oh, that's you. Shit. Well, as my stepsister was saying, I manage a baseball team, fantasy league, and I do a lot of large bulk sales.
He's been mostly taking apart our second car and selling it part by part on eBay.
It's a 96 Mercury Zephyr. The Blue Book is 3,600, but when you sell it part by part, you're looking at 4,000 caps easy. Plus, I've really been working on getting my cholesterol down.
Well, now that's not really a business venture, but what about you, Brandon? Well, I know you worked at PetSmart recently.
That's right, Mr. Dobek.
Oh, please, call me Robert.
I worked at PetSmart for 2 months. Before that, I worked at CVS for 4 months. Before that, I worked at Costco for 3 months. Before that, I worked at Walmart for 2 months. Before that, I worked at Sam Goody's Records for 3 weeks. Before that, I worked at Blockbuster Video for 2.5 months. Before that, Barnes & Noble for 4 months. That was a good job, by the way. Okay, so before that, I worked at Boston Market for 3 months. The macaroni and cheese is great. And before that, I worked Home Depot for 4 months.
Okay, that's enough, Brennan.
Before that, Mom, I worked at Starper Image for 2 months. And before that, I worked at Wahoo Fish Tacos for 9 days.
Brennan, I said stop!
Before that, I worked at...
Stop it!
Jesus, Nancy.
I'm sorry. Brennan's real talent is that he's a very gifted singer.
It's true. I'm really, really good.
How good?
Like, really, really good?
Like as good as Rod Stewart good?
Yes, definitely better than Rod Stewart.
Oh, well, I look forward to hearing you sing.
Well, the only trick is Brennan is very selective about who he sings in front of. I'm his mother, and I only heard him sing twice.
Well, I'm a pretty good singer too, and I'll sing right now. Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Oh, yeah, that's real cute. I
And the
remember.
headlights on the highway.
Yeah, keep singing, girl. Yeah. Look, I remember when I had my first beer.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
All right, both of you, back off. Now, the sleeping arrangements are going to be a little different. Dale refused to give up his office/drum room. So, Brandon, you're going to be sharing a room with Dale. But seeing how both of you will be getting jobs soon and getting your own places, it's not going to matter. And Dale, why don't you show Brennan where he can put his stuff?
Good night, Mom. Good night, Mr. Toback.
Dale reluctantly leads Brennan to their room. Interior hallway continuous. Dale carries a couple of Brennan's bags as they stop in front of a room.
Before I show you into our room, I want you to look in here.
Interior office continuous. This is a sparse room with foam padding on the walls, a shaky drum set, a DJ mixer and turntables, and some weights.
Okay, here's the deal. See this room? This is my office and my beat laboratory. This is the one rule of the house. Don't ever, ever, ever touch my fucking drum set. Do you understand? There. I said it nice and cool and calm and polite. Everything's casual.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, there's nothing cool or calm or casual about anything you just said, so...
And scene.
I really like my balls on the drum set.
And finally, it's her favorite moment of the entire thing. So, award-winning. We're going to move right into the next one here, ladies and gentlemen. We did this last year. We did this scene last year because we did it with Shayna Gorak and we did it with the adoring fan. But this year, it's an opportunity to do it a little bit differently. Karen, you didn't have a role in the one, did you?
No.
So you are going to be the narrator in this one. Okay? This is Pulp Fiction. This is the scene between Jules and Vincent. Except in this instant, Jules and Vincent are no longer Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta. They are Strong and Fox. Traveling in a, what was it, Lincoln Continental, whatever they were traveling in, a couple of super mutants. Here are the voices.
Where was mine strong? Which one mine?
Oh, you, why don't you go ahead and take,
Which one?
Vincent.
Vincent, do.
Yeah.
That
Vincent, you Vincent.
You Vincent, me Vincent.
The AwesomeCon Voice-A-Palooza Players proudly presents Pulp Fiction. Interior 74 Chevy, moving, morning. An old gas-guzzling, dirty, white 1974 Chevy Nova barrels down a homeless-ridden street in Hollywood. In the front seat are two young fellas, one white, one black.
Green.
Both wearing cheap black suits with thin black ties under long green dusters. Their names are Vincent Vega, white, and Jules Winfield, black. Jules is behind the wheel.
Okay, now, tell me about hash bar. What so you want to know? Well, hash legal there, right? Illegal, but it 100% legal. I mean, you can't walk into a restaurant and roll a Chinese muffin away. You're only supposed to smoke in your home certain designated areas. Those are hash bars. That breaks down like this. Legal buy it, legal own it. If you proprietor of hash bar, legal sell it, legal carry it. No matter, cause you'll get a load of this. Cops stop you. Legal to search you. With no right in Amsterdam, no, don't have. That dig bag. I'm fucking going. That's all there is to it. You'll dig it the most. You know, funniest thing about Europe is what? There's little differences. A lot of things we got here, but they're a little different. Strong one example. Amsterdam. You buy beer, movie theater. Don't mean the paper cup, no. Big glass beer like in bar. In Paris, you buy beer at also know what they call quarter pounder with cheese in Paris. I love quarter pounder with cheese. They don't call it quarter pounder with cheese. No! You got metric system. Would you know the fuck a quarter pounder is? What they call it? What the fuck is that? Cheese. What they call the Big Mac? Big Mac. Big Mac. What they call it? Big Mac. Big Mac. What they call Whopper? You know what they put on fries in Holland instead of ketchup? What? Mayonnaise. Sacrilegious! I stick that no bit. I don't mean little bit on side of plate. Fucking do they have milk of humankind this shit? Oh, that would be good. I still have to find that.
Cut to interior Chevy, trunk, morning. They close the trunk. Scene.
That's the first time we performed together as Mission City. That's awesome, thank you.
Fox and Strong need to go on a road again. Now
our own show.
we are, believe it or not, closing down our time. So flip these cards over, guys, real quick. We're going to do some. Okay, this is the one right here that for the Voice-A-Palooza we're going to be doing online for charity for Alzheimer's research, and we're going to pass these out on the way out. But somebody got one and wrote, but on the back of it. So we thank you for that. Wonderful, it's lovely. So we're going to take suggestions for you guys. I need the name of a game, a new video game that's never been played before. Somebody shout something out.
Elder Scrolls 6.
One that's not existing, not an Elder Scrolls 6, but what's that? Bad Advice what? Dome? Bad Advice Dome, okay.
Is these fictional video games?
Yes,
All right.
Bad Advice Dome is the name of the game we're about to create. Now I need, what is the name of the hero in Bad Advice Dome? Campbell what? Gimbal Shanks. All right, Gimbal Shanks is our hero. Gimbal Shanks is the hero. Who is Gimbal Shanks' sidekick?
William.
Charlie Horse!
Charlie Horse. I heard Charlie Horse. Everybody else is shouting, and one guy in the mic goes, Charlie Horse. And cut right through. So Charlie Horse is the sidekick of the hero. All right, what is the name of the villain?
John.
Blippy!
The good hair.
Blippy!
Blippy?
Yes!
Is it Blippy or Blimpy?
No, Blippy!
Blimpy.
Blippy!
Blimpy is our villain. Blimpy is our villain. And who is the sidekick to the villain? Jerry Seinfeld?
What's the deal with these bad ones done? What's the deal?
Now, give me a household item.
Spatula!
I heard air fryer.
Yes! Yes!
And give me one more.
I'm going with bidet.
Bidet. You know, I don't know, but in a kitchen you can't have an air fryer without a bidet. So we got an air fryer and a bidet. What is the name of the ultimate weapon? Love. I heard, was it love fish?
I just made that up.
We're gonna go with love fish. This is the ultimate weapon, the love fish. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, who is going to play Gimbal Shanks, our hero? Jan? Jan, you are Gimbal Shanks. Who is Charlie Horse, the sidekick?
You!
Me. Who is Blimpy the villain? Mike. And Jerry Seinfeld the sidekick?
Sean.
He already auditioned.
What's the deal with this improv?
I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to give Charlie Horse to Karen, so that I'm going to just run this one. Okay, guys?
I wanted to be the bidet.
There's still room for that later. It's a long night. So here we go.
We have 5 minutes in this long night.
5 minutes, here we go. The first time ever, the last time ever, the brand new video game, Bad Advice Dome. We open on a dome. It is sealed from all humanity. Outside, the wasteland rages. No one can live. But inside, there is angst. As Gimbal Shanks laments.
I have so much angst. I've been inside. I don't want to go outside. I'd like to stay inside. But then at the same time, I need to go outside because I'm hungry, so.
Gimbal Shanks' sidekick Charlie Horse trying to console her.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not saying.
You're the other side. Other side.
Shit, sorry.
Can you cue me again, please, narrator?
Charlie Horse trying to console Gimbal Shanks. Charlie Horse was an actual freaking horse. But on the other side of town, even though Gimbal Shanks was sad and trying to find her way through life, Bloopy was stirring up an evil plan.
Well, Mr. Seinfeld, would you like to give more angst to Gimbal Shanks?
Listen, Blimps, I don't understand what the deal is with this bad doll and this advice, and how we're gonna get anywhere. I guess I could, but I figure if we just get some good advice, we can just solve this whole thing. What's the deal with that? That don't make any sense.
It will all make sense in due time, my boy.
Blimpie handed a box over to Jerry Seinfeld. Inside was what he felt would be the weapon to take Gimbleshanks down.
Oh, yeah, the good old air fryer potato. That'll do it. We'll fry their asses and clean them.
Diabolical is it not?
They made their way towards Gimbleshanks, who had no idea what was soon to arrive.
I have no idea what's soon to
Charlie Horse consoled Gimbleshanks.
It's cramps. It's cramps.
Whatever she was eating, it was helping with the cramps. Suddenly there was a knock at the door.
Hello?
Charlie Horse heard someone at the door as well, but no one was picking up on a cue.
Observe, Mr. Seinfeld, how these smokers need more angst. And what better to give it to them than the air fryer bidet?
You're going to now. I'm going to fry your ass, then clean it out very thoroughly. Or maybe not in that order.
Gimbleshanks was shocked.
My ass is clean already.
It's a cup of tea.
Charlie Horse knew that Gimbleshanks' ass was clean, but Charlie Horse knew that she needed some cleaning up herself. That's when Blimpie decided to go to work with the air fryer bidet.
Turn it up to full power, Mr. Seinfeld.
Whatever you say, here we go.
And even though she was not a donkey, that ass was burned.
And very blunt as a result.
Now that's what I call a burned ass.
There was only one weapon that could stop these two in the air fryer bidet. Gimbleshanks had to shake off the ennui and the anxiety and the sadness and come to the rescue of a very toasty Charlie Horse.
I have horse urine. It's the perfect antidote for your burn.
Horse urine, now being sold as the cologne called Wellfish.
It's called rockfish.
Worst game ever.
The cologne flew towards the air fryer.
No, not the love here.
The Lovefish horse piss cologne caught fire all over Blimpie and Jerry Seinfeld.
Cologne's flammable.
I'm experiencing rapid combustion.
It was observational humor at its best, and then it was all over. Standing there amongst the ashes of poor Charlie Horse, Blimpie, and Jerry Seinfeld, Gimbleshanks could only say,
What just happened?
what just happened was bad advice, Dome.
I told you.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's Voice-A-Palooza. We didn't get to the songs.
We didn't get to the song.
But Michael Rossi even brought his ukulele. Well, can we get one song from Mike?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear a song?
One song. Panel after this, I don't think there is. Is there a panel?
And remember, the word of the day is
But.
Yes, I close enough. This is, I think it's my latest one. And it's in response to being overloaded with media and the cycle and the repetition and repetitive reiteration. It's called Breaking News. Breaking news, this just in, Armageddon's about to begin. We will have a live report right after the weather and the sports. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. Are you tired of all the muck and fuss? Well, find your happy, turn to us. Cleans your kitchen, cures the flu. Ask the doctor if it's right for you. But wait, there's more. Call now and we'll double your order for free. Just pay a separate fee. Breaking news we've been following all week, happening now as we speak. Stay up to the minute, stay up to date. We'll be right back after this break. So don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Shady Credit, we got your back. Call us now and stay on track. Clinically proven and new design and only $19.99. Time is running out. Space is limited. Friendly robot operators are standing by. Breaking news, startling facts about the latest alien attacks. But first, before this old world ends, a look at the latest fashion trends. And we return with more breaking news. If you or a loved one has recently died, call us now. We're on your side. Don't let deadlines pass you by. Some restrictions may apply. You don't get these benefits automatically. I'm a non-attorney spokesperson, speaking for a non-attorney. Breaking news, we're all dead and in heaven, and we'll have details at 11. We'll be back then with that update, assuming that we all reincarnate. Don't touch that cosmic wheel. We'll be back again and again and again and again and again.
That was Michael Ross, ladies and gentlemen. For Don Schemmel, James Johns, Kim Ferb, I'm Wes Johnson. This has been Voice-A-Palooza. Thank you all.